Okay, so this is good news. We're going to get into what is going on right now for crypto. So we were waiting on this CPI print, the CPI inflation data. This is the consumer price index inflation. It has come in and it's come in at 4%, which was less than expectations. Bitcoin has bounced a little bit, but has since given back some gains. We're going to dig into this as well as we're going to talk about the HINMAN documents for XRP and the impact that's going to have on crypto. And we also got the FOMC, the Federal Reserve FOMC meeting kicking off tomorrow. We're going to talk about all this and the impact on crypto and every coin token that you own so that you know what is going on. Okay. So with that said, like I said, the lead story is CPI hits expectations at 4%. They were actually expecting 4.1%. That was the number that they were expecting, and the number came in at 4%. Now, the highlights here is that the previous CPI number was 4.9. So it's showing almost a complete 1 point drop, 1 percentage point drop, which is one of the most dramatic decreases we've seen. And this is the 11th consecutive drop and the lowest since March of 2021. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that all of the 10, 11 plus interest rate hikes that we've had leading up to now looks like they've been working, if you will, to slow down inflation, to bring that inflation number down. We still got a long way to go. The number that they want to get to is 2%. Now, if we switch, we also know that later, that like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday, the Federal Reserve is set to meet. And on Thursday is when we will find out what the number is going to be from whether or not the Federal Reserve is going to raise the interest rate. Here's the interesting thing about this, and I think with this CPI inflation number coming in at 4%, a 0.1% below what they were expecting. Also, the fact that it's dropped 0.9% or almost a 1% from the previous month. The expectation now is about 100% that the Federal Reserve is not going to raise interest rates on Thursday when they announce whether or not they're going to raise interest rate or not. Okay, that's number one. So that's good news. That's good for crypto. This is very good for crypto. Okay, if we can start to ease back on these interest rate hikes, it has been inflation and the interest rate hikes that has really, decimated crypto. Obviously, it was for a reason to try to quell and bring back inflation, but it's been all of that kind of 1-2 punch, if you will, of inflation plus the interest rate hikes and the fear and uncertainty that's created that has just kept crypto down. Okay, now, so if we do not get an interest rate hike on Thursday, you can expect crypto to run. Okay, and as I said, right now, crypto is up 0.03, not really doing anything. It's flat. Okay, you can see that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, not really doing anything. XRP was up 8+% earlier today since giving back those games. So you got a little bit of a bearish sentiment coming in here. I think it's that, okay, we got the CPI number now. What's the HINMAN documents going to say? As well as, or more importantly, the Federal Reserve, what are they going to do on Thursday? Okay, so the HINMAN documents, basically the lead story here is showing that SEC officials push HINMAN to clarify Ethereum wasn't security. Also, documents show that HINMAN and other SEC officials plan to meet with Vitalik Buterin, who is the head of Ethereum, ahead of a 2018 speech. Okay, so I haven't dissected everything in these HINMAN documents, but basically, it's kind of what we expected, is that there was just kind of arbitrary. They went after XRP Ripple, didn't go after Ethereum. They classified, in these documents, in these speech, in these emails, they classified Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and one that is escaping my mind here for a minute as not securities, and thus kind of arbitrary. And by the way, XRP kind of really was very similar to those, and that's what we're seeing is kind of arbitrary, if you will. It's a very simplified view of kind of where we're at, and they just went after Ripple. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of where we're at on the HINMAN. They haven't really had a lot of impact right now on the documents. I think ultimately we're waiting on the judges ruling for the Ripple lawsuit. But I think it's the CPI print was good. Now we're waiting on the Federal Reserve on Thursday. What are they going to do? And I think if they do not raise interest rate hikes, I think we'll see crypto start to run. Final thought here is that we've also know that we've got potentially only one interest rate hike that may happen this year. And by October of 2023, we might actually see interest rate deduction, meaning like instead of adding 0.25 basis points, they maybe start to take away and start to maybe, reduce it by 0.25. We'll see how it all plays out. All right. I'll see you. Take care. Bye.